Okay. Sport edition right here. My name is Casey, the Faith Footballer. This is the Champions League review, and of course, in the studio we have the beautiful sports guru Uche. Yesterday was hot.
Fire.
The matches were. I couldn't even believe I was still watching. At the point, Champions League matches became like a
normal.
Champion.
Normal. It just became normal at some point. But yesterday it was as if we were relishing other the ones that we've watched in the past, when you have the AC Milan doing extraordinarily well, when you have the Inters doing well. That's what we're doing yesterday. And my prediction between Arsenal and Bayern almost came to pass. It was going to be 2-1, but Bayern. But that's what the problem is. The officiating. There was a problem with that officiating between Arsenal and Bayern, where the goalkeeper Raya had to kick the ball. The referee had blown the whistle to restart the game, and he kicked the ball back to Gabriel Magalhaes, and he picked up the ball. It's a penalty. It's a penalty. It is a straight up penalty. But the referee had come out to say that it was a kid's mistake. In football, you pay for every little mistake, no matter how little it is. But it's not that it's on the book.
Did they not inform him? The
VAR did not even review. He didn't even ask VAR to review. So that game is already in contention, because we already knew that Bayern was leading 2-2. They were already at 2-2. So it should be a penalty to Bayern, which should have been 3-2. So if you're officiating a game like that, you have to bring in your experience and everything that's worth. Some people will say if it was a Man United now, they'll give it as a penalty. But that is a clear-cut penalty to take away. For you to say that they made a kid's mistake, well, that's not our business in football. The ball was kicked to the defense. So it's a clear-cut penalty, but so far so good. When I watched the highlights of the game again, it was feisty. It was everything that a Champions League football should look like.
True.
Between Arsenal and Bayern, it was something that should. Now this is where it gets dicey. The Allianz Arena next week. It's going to be next week, Wednesday, and wow. You need to bring.
Arsenal still have a fighting chance.
They still have a fighting chance.
I was also happy when I was watching the match. I was like, I told Uche, these guys, and I mentioned the name.
You mentioned Gnabry. You mentioned Gnabry.
Those guys, of course. I followed it.
Bayern brought in their A game. Yeah, they didn't even look like they were playing at the Emirates. They looked like they were playing that kind of fine somewhere else, because we know that they have been dominating in years. They have been dominating the German Bundesliga. So you would say, oh, it looked like something that Bayern would ordinarily do. But kudos to Arsenal. 14 years ago it was 5-1. So this year it was 2-2. So we would give Arsenal some credit, but for the officiating, they still have more to do. And I think that that particular reverse fixture, whatever happened to Bayern's way, just to compensate them, it happens. We've seen it happen again between Barcelona and PSG. It was a PSG affair with the Edison Cavani's of this world, trying as much as possible to get PSG past Barcelona, but they said the reverse fixture, the referee was something else, and at the end of the day, it was Barcelona that progressed.
Okay. So let's move on. Real Madrid, Mancity. But first, that Saka penalty, was it a penalty? I need your opinion on that. The final minute.
No, it's not. It wasn't a penalty. There was no contact. It wasn't a penalty.
Okay.
It wasn't a penalty. There was no contact. That's why I said.
Yes. I I noticed the
the
same thing. There was
officiating.
nowhere the keeper could go. It's not like the keeper
There was nowhere. So
yeah,
it
he
was
cannot even move his leg at that point.
that was the officiating we're talking about. There was no contact because there's a difference between the keeper came for his legs and there was contact. There was no contact.
Okay, so Real Madrid, Man City was it was another one that kept me glued to my seat. Even during halftime, I still couldn't move. I couldn't move during that halftime. It was so intense. And as a matter of fact, I guess this is like one of the few matches I've watched and I didn't even know who to support. I didn't know who to beat it. Because at some point I wanted Madrid to score. At some point I wanted Man City to score. I was confused in that game. What did you see?
Well, I would say that Real Madrid had the chance to go up ahead and hold on to a very vital lead, but they threw it away. But one good thing about the Don Carlo boys, they will come back to stun you. And Federico Valverde, with an assist from Vinicius Jr., made sure that they restored parity. Yes, there is no away goal rule. If there was an away goal rule, trust me, Real Madrid will be struggling by now, thinking permutations here and there. How many goals should we score, and what should we not do at the Etihad? But it is still an open game. It's still a 50-50 right now from what we watched yesterday. I think that Pep, you're leading. You overthought it again. That's why Don Carlo was able to get boys back. He might not be, the next fixture might not have an Otrameni in it. Yes, an Otrameni might not. He's not going to play. And you have Bellingham still on the list, Vinicius Jr. Any yellow card now coming to them, or even Camavinga, they will not be going to the semifinals. That is if they qualify for the semifinals. So it is a lot for Pep Guardiola. I know that when an own goal is scored, an almighty Diaz scores an own goal, you would expect that maybe they might just be downcast, but they went back into the game and to show Real Madrid that, okay, we have matured. We're not matured. Yes, we played last season, we beat you guys, but over time, you guys have always had the best out of us. You guys have always taken the best away and gotten to the finals, because the last time Real Madrid won the Champions League, they had beaten 3 EPL clubs, 3 on a row to get to the finals, 2 on a row to get to the finals, and they beat Liverpool in the finals, courtesy of Federico Valverde's cross, and it was a goal. So for me, I think that they, the 2 managers will now be thinking, what should we do differently? It is the Etihad. For Real Madrid, they don't care where you are; they will still score goals. Yes. They will still score. That's if you look at that back line.
For Man City not to use more of not to even use De Bruyne, and they still put up that performance, I was so impressed.
I think that they're just leaving Kevin for a joker. Kevin is just the joker for them, but maybe because of yesterday's game, he might not really fit in. Like, let me explain it to you. Nacho was supposed to be normally not Nacho should have played 5 and 6 with Rudiger. But Nacho was not in the game. They had to put an Otrameni on 5 to play it with Rudiger, because he wanted, that's talking about Carlo Ancelotti, he wanted tall players. He knew that Nacho might actually be outran. But now, if you look at it, Otrameni might not be playing. And what he did was, okay, Federico Valverde, I need you to sit back a bit and go forward when you have to go forward. So he has the players that he can play around with, and versatile players for that matter. So as Otrameni is not going to play, I think that we're going to be seeing an Eder Militao come back into the fold, because we know what Militao can do. Yes. So I know that he might be the one to come back into the fold. Then you now have if Valverde, Camavinga, Toni Kroos in that middle. That is if they don't deploy a Luka Modric. But I know that a Camavinga will definitely be playing a 4. I
wanted to talk about Luka Modric. That was an apt substitute. God, this man, he coaches like Real Madrid coach. His techniques are simple but effective. I mean, when you're watching football, he he does what you, the fan, you are thinking that this coach should do. He does it. And so at the point, I was like, Modric needs to come into this game and try to. And the moment Modric came in, he just dissipated that whole midfield. Things were just moving. Modric's midfield pattern is he keeps it simple.
He still has the best. He still has the best. He still has the best assist in the Champions League. He still has the best assist is in the Champions League. His NASA kick is something else. And so if you look at it, for me, I said it in before the game that Don Carlo is not someone that overthinks games. He doesn't care who, even if he's playing against the Fantastic Four put together with the Marvel Avengers, he doesn't care. What he knows is that go in there, play fine football, and control the game. It is your game to control. It is your game to relish. And when he sees players doing well, he has options on the bench. That's why he's Don Carlo. He has the options on the bench. The younger ones are hungry to play under him to be able to make a mark. So when you now have enough midfield options, which he has, you see a Camavinga starting before a Modric. It's not because a Modric cannot start, but a Modric can actually do more. Maybe right now for his age in the second half. Yes, in second half. So he could do more or better. He's more effective maybe in the second half. There are players that over time within the years, they are coming down pace and everything. So you just have to give them time and where they can fit in. So that's what he does. That
was the same thing. That was the same thing they did to Paul Scholes when he was leaving.
Yes, and he does it effortlessly. So for Carlo, he knows how to tweak the team. Even if there was a time his players were going into this surgery room and theater and coming out. He had his squad was depleted, but he was winning games. At the beginning of the season, middle of the season, his squad was depleted, but they were winning matches, and that's the reason why they are runaway. They're going to be runaway champions of the La Liga.
Okay. So that's it. Hopefully, we are hopeful that the other remaining matches for today will go as planned. That of Dortmund and PSG and Barcelona. All right. So that basically ends our Champions League review for the week. Now let's head over to